Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Evan or Ev with another video. Here's another life update that I want to give you. So, for the last month, I was doing a trade school trial or doing a skills program where it helped me to go back to trade school to see where I was at. So, I got good news. I did pass the skills program. They said you're all good to go. So, what have you been up to, Evan? So what I've been up to is I am going to MCTI, Trade School of Michigan. People might ask me, what does MCTI stand for? It stands for Michigan Career Technical Institute. It is in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So I'm going there October 7th. So people might ask me, when do you start trade school? So I start October 7th is when I start trade school. So I start trade school October 7th of this year. So people might ask me, what are you going to trade school for? I am going to trade school. I am going to start going to trade school for grout maintenance. So I'm going to be a landscaper and cut grass or whatever, right? So I'm going to school to be a grout maintenance guy. So the trial, so people might ask me, are you still at trade school? People ask me, how's trade school, Evan? How's trade school? First of all, I'm not in trade school right now. People might think, people don't understand that I was at a trial. I was at a trade school trial for a week, right? But that was a week trial. That wasn't at trade school. That was a trial. And people need to understand that I wasn't there. I was only there for a week for a trial. And then another thing is that I was supposed to go in April, but they told me I couldn't go because I had to work on certain stuff. They said I was a little disruptive in the trial. It was a bunch of BS in my opinion, but it's all good now because I was nervous. So the first week of the trial was good, but the reason why I didn't like it because some of the people were kind of weird, I guess. Some of the people were kind of weird at the trial, but I'm probably not going to see the people, which I'm glad. Some of the people, they were pretty weird, but it is what it is. So I'm going to trade school, of course, October 7th. I'm going there for grout maintenance, so I'm going to, be a landscaper. I thought about being a custodian worker, but then once I realized that at first I wasn't sure how to use it like a lawnmower, but now I know how to use it. I've been practicing how to use a lawnmower, but now I know how to use a lawnmower, and I said, you know what, I want to do landscaping instead, because I want to cut grass and make more money, and in my opinion, custodian workers, it's just not my thing. I thought about it. But anyways, I do not want to be janitorial. That does not work for me. But, so, I'm only there for like a week. I was only there for a week. So I do start October 7th. So my first semester of the trade school is 10 weeks. So my first semester of the ground maintenance is 10 weeks. So class starts from 8:30. Class starts from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. So then I'm off 3 weeks, and then I take my exam, and I go back another 10 weeks, and then I graduate. So ground maintenance is only 2 terms. You go your first term, that's 10 weeks. You're off for a while. You're off 3 weeks, and then you go back another 10 weeks, and then you graduate. So, and then another life update is I am going to be 21 years old. I'm going to be 21 years old this year of November 18th. So here's my another update is, so people might ask me, Evan, you're going to be at school during your birthday. How is it going to work? So my mom and dad are going to Kalamazoo for my birthday. So basically how is it going to work? So I'm going to so during November 18th, when it's my birthday, it is my birthday, November 18th. So I'm going to so what's going to happen is, not during the day, but during the evening of November 18th, my mom and dad and my brother are going to Kalamazoo to meet me up for dinner. So me and my parents are going to go out to dinner around Kalamazoo area. We're going to find a restaurant, then we'll eat dinner, and then we'll just have fun, and just enjoy my 21st birthday. We're going to have dinner out there during trade school. And then, after that, I'm at Thanksgiving, and then after that, I go back another 10 weeks. And I believe, I don't know if so basically I'm off at Thanksgiving, but then also in December, of course, I'm off for Christmas. Of course, colleges and campuses are closed during Christmas. And then I think I'll go back another 10 weeks and then I get out of there. So, yeah. So I'm pretty excited to go back. So I'm pretty excited to go back. But yeah, it's been going good. Life's been going good. Another thing is that I am working. So people might ask me, what type of jobs do you have right now? So I work at Woodward Corner Market in Royal Oak, Michigan. So I have been, I work at the floral shop. It's called Encore Floral, but it's in Woodward Corner, but it's a separate company. So I work for Encore Floral Monday and Thursdays. And I do work at Woodward Corner Market Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. But my schedule is changing in a week, next week. So instead of working Saturday, I work Tuesday nights, Wednesday morning, and Sunday nights. I am so glad I'm so glad that I'm not working Sunday, because Sunday, let me phrase it. I'm so glad I'm not working Saturday morning, because I'd rather have Saturday off, But the thing is, like, I'd rather have Saturday off because Saturday is like the weekend, so I'm not talking about this. So I am working this Saturday. But next Saturday, I am not working next Saturday, which I'm so glad, because then I can have the weekend off, and then I don't have to get up at 7:30 in the morning. So this Saturday is my last day working at the store, but I'm not like leaving, but my schedule is changing, which I'm glad, because we have a new coworker. He's going back to school, and my boss said, "Hey, you want to like change your schedule?" I said, "Sure, why not?" So then, that's another life update. Another life update that's been going good is that I'm learning how to drive a car. That's another life update. So, at first, I was nervous about driving, and I did pretty good. But the second time, I didn't do good at driving. And that's another thing, is I didn't do good during the second time of driving. But then as me and my dad me and my dad are always practicing how to drive in like the parking lot of Page Middle School or Lamphere High School, Madison Heights, that's where I live. So we've been learning how to drive, and, I am getting better. So we're going to probably practice more and more, because I do want to practice more and more. And the more I practice, more and more driving. So I think what I want to do is, I am getting better at practicing driving, but I want to practice many times as I can. And then I'm like, I want to take driver's ed. So the reason why I'm practicing a lot, because I want to get better at driving, because that's what you're supposed to do. So that's another life update. Another thing has been learning how to back up, and that's what I've been doing. And yeah, so, I'm glad I'm going to trade school pretty soon. So that's what I've been up to. So then I talked to my counselors. Another life update is I've been talking to Brian, my counselor for trade school. He said that, everything is good. So then there's this program called MRS where there's like, we're supposed to like give you 3 weeks. And then we didn't hear from MRS. And then my mom and dad called Brian, my counselor, "Hey, when is Evan going back to trade school and stuff? Because we want to know when he's going back." And that's another thing, is I'm so glad I'm going back to trade school. And then once I do graduate from trade school, I'm going to be psyched, because I have been wanting to go to trade school. I have been willing to go to trade school for a while. And I really am so glad I'm going to trade school to learn how to do stuff, to learn how to be a landscaper. Because some people are like, "Why are you going to trade school to be a landscaper? You don't need to go to trade school." So the reason why I am going to trade school to be a landscaper, because landscaping isn't about cutting grass. You have to learn how to use chainsaws. You have to learn how to use anything. You can't just, that's not landscaping. It's not about cutting grass. You have to learn how to use a lot of stuff. But, it's been going good and all that, So, that's my life update, what I've been doing. So then, I'm going to trade school for landscaping and all that. So then, in like a couple weeks, we're going to get paperwork filled, and it says so I start trade school October 7th, but they're going to give me a day, like, "Hey, you need to go on this date for you to get packed into your room." I'm going to have a roommate. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.